Well, I don't know who's over there on the other side. On the other side of this screen here. Anyways, this is one of my paintings. I'm just gonna wait to see what happens here. Hello, people. I don't know how many of you guys, ladies, gentlemen, are into astrology, right? But since TikTok, and I almost lost this TikTok because of a disputed video, which was about the Israeli conflict, because I don't want to talk about politics because it gets me very, very angry, very aggravated, because that this particular conflict that's going on right now, it's been going on for 75 years, and it's essentially a people fighting. It's kind of like the Goliath and David type of struggle, but and within that little story, I don't mean David being Israel, and I don't mean Goliath being either Hamas or the Palestinian people. Anyways, I'm not going to say anything further than that because I've lost countless accounts in Facebook about that, because I am not, and I consider myself not a Zionist, and I am an anti-Zionist. But irrespective of that, let me just get back to the topic here. My name is Christian. I'm a musician and a painter, but I'm also an astrologer. I had a near-death experience when I was 7 years old in a group sighting of one large UFO with thousands of little UFO drones when I was 6. My near-death experience happened at the same place where I had my my first UFO sighting, but not my first encounter with entities. That was even when I was even younger, okay? And it's been a thing in my life non-stop. So I'm just trying this right now because TikTok, since yesterday, allowed me to go live. And it appears that a lot of people who do astrology use the live mode because I guess they don't want to create hundreds of videos where you're doing astrology for people. So anyways, thank you for for joining, and perhaps thank you for your curiosity. But so yeah, I can give you I'm fairly old. I'm 52, so I've been around for quite a long time, and which essentially means that when it comes to astrology, I have a lot of not just information. My astrology, it's kind of like remote viewing. If any of you knows about remote viewing, so as I said to you guys, my near-death experience, as it is with most people that have a near-death experience, one of those experiences where you see the light. You go to this place. For me, anyways, after I realized that my lungs were full of water and I couldn't move them underwater, right? And I could feel the cold water in my lungs. I immediately rose up to a space. This space was kind of like cloudy, like clouds, bright clouds surrounding this and surrounding you, engulfing all of this space where you're going to. And there was a woman there made of light. You couldn't tell that it was a humanoid figure, but you just know that it was a woman. This happens to most people that have a near-death experience, or at least that live to tell the tale. So the thing is, she told me to remember, and thanks to that near-death experience, I saw my entire life, which was only up to there, only 7 years. So I was shown, points in time going backwards as well. But you could go inside of this fast-moving movie that was also in reverse, because it's going backwards, back to where the point where you were born and prior to that. So I go even to see what happens when you are becoming a physical manifestation of your spiritual energy, which is what we are. We are energy beings. Okay? I guess I don't know what TikTok is doing on the screen, but anyways, it's telling you guys to join. Anyways, sorry, a bit of indigestion, because I'm old like the pyramids. Anyways, so the thing is this, right? I was shown, this woman said, remember. And so I began to see my life in front of me, which was, like I said, only 7 years. And I got to a point where I was seeing things that I still remember, but didn't want to remember, things that you put in the back of your mind because they're traumatizing. And yeah, the ETs that I guess visited me several times as a toddler. Toddler means like a little kid, child, okay? I was crawling. I also, because of that, I remember when I first began to walk, okay? I did it at my grandparents' apartment. Anyway, so and so I saw these entities, which are basically the same ones that, if you know anything about ET, fourth kind, fifth kind experiences. Sorry, guys, gotta move my arms getting tired. So, very much, if you watch the movie Communion with Christopher Walken, it's a fairly old movie now. It was made in the 80s. And you see these entities. Obviously, they're played by, in the movie, they're played by, people, right? But they're similar, very, very similar. I've also, because of all of this, I became an investigator for a group in the States. And incidentally, I'm in Australia. You might have noticed by the weird accent that I have. So I was born in Chile, in South America. And in the country, Chile, there is UFO sightings daily there. It's one of those places that they have an even a UFO tourist. What would you call it? Well, let's just say that people visit the country purely to go and see UFOs and have sightings. So that place where I drowned, that's place number one, or hotspot number one for UFO sightings in Chile. Like, this is literally in booklets you get when you go and visit. And the south of the capital, okay, Santiago. So anyways, getting back to the near-death experience, I saw my entire life, and then I got to a point where I was seeing these entities, these hooded little guys who look like monks, and they've got very distorted faces. Why? Because I've even seen them consciously about 8 years ago, okay? And they travel in orbs the size of beach ball, okay? They can be small, but these orbs, believe it or not, they can go right through matter, like as if they are ghosts. So I guess they have the technology that can do that. Anyway, so I'll tell you about my other experiences with them some other time, but I guess I don't know if I can keep this video, because all this stuff, there's a lot of information in all these stories, and I really should write a book. But anyways, so without getting sidetracked, astrology. So as I said to you guys before, most people, when it comes to near-death experiences, if they survive them, we come back with gifts, okay? And my gifts are multiple. I can paint really well. Since I was, sorry for the shaking, but it's just my arms. I'm an old bastard, so I get tired easily. So, I paint. So I can make copies of famous historical paintings and modern stuff like that. So anyways, and I can play music. As if you guys check my, I play music. That's all. So I play all these like great musicians, and not to blow my horn, but usually when people come back from a near-death experience, you come back psychic. Okay, it's just what happens because you end up sort of you're not so attached to your physical body when you come back. It's just simply the effects or side effects. And in a way, I usually tell people it's like you don't fit in your shoes. Your shoes don't fit you all that well anymore. It's an analogy for the side effects. So when I look at astrology, not only do I look at, symbolically, but I also get perceptions, and I usually say to people, it's kind of like remote viewing, because I start getting images of future, past, and things like that. So I can help people with health problems, health issues, help people with, family that has issues of that type. So without making this too long, I don't know, but if you guys are interested, I will more than likely be going live to do astrology, because astrologically I'm supposed to do things to do with the occult, which is just a funny little term. Okay, it has nothing to do with evil, because the truth of the matter is that knowing who I am, I'm even able to heal people with my hands. But this is all because we've been to the other side, and they take good care of you over there. I mean, this is all a play, but it is a play, theater, a very realistic one. But we're meant to learn things here, and we got all the time in the universe to learn things here, and other places like other planets and other dimensions. It's a never-ending story. But yeah, if anybody's interested, we'll be doing, supposedly, just if you want me to do some kind of like health stuff like that, I'll have to send you like an inbox message, because supposedly, due to the ever creeping New World Order, I said the New World Order, you can't say that you can, say anything in public about health, okay? Because, the Antichrist wants to take over the planet by taking over your body and your health. So anyways, does anybody like the sound of what I'm saying? Yes? No? Don't give a screw? Hello. Anyway, so that concludes this rant. So, yeah. Adieu and goodbye. Salutations. Bye bye. I don't know why people are trying. They don't want to say anything.